Betelgeuse or Beetlejuice. It's a red giant star. It's very unstable. It's about to explode.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Say it 3 times and you might summon a ghost. But say it next week and you might not see anything at all. That's because Betelgeuse, the star that marks Orion's shoulder, is going to disappear from the night sky, thanks to a cosmic coincidence. And when it comes back, it will have a ring of fire around it, like a donut or a halo. If you want to find out more about this once-in-a-lifetime event and what it means for the future of our solar system, then stick around because this video is for you. Before we move on, let me ask you something. How do you feel when you think about the enormous objects in the universe and how tiny we are compared to them? Do you feel awe, curiosity, or fear? Do you feel like a speck of dust or a part of something bigger? There's no right or wrong answer, just your honest opinion. So what's the deal with Betelgeuse? Well, Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star that's located in the constellation of Orion, the Hunter. You know, the one with the 3 stars in a row that forms his belt. Betelgeuse is the orange star that marks his right shoulder, or his left shoulder if you're looking at him from behind. I don't know why you'd do that, but hey, I'm not judging. Betelgeuse is a huge star, and I mean huge. It's over 1,000 times bigger than the Sun, and if you put it in the center of our solar system, it would swallow up all the planets up to Jupiter. That's right, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and even the asteroid belt would be gone, just like that. Imagine how that would affect your horoscope. Not that I believe in that stuff, but some of you might. Located approximately 642 light-years away from Earth, Betelgeuse is pretty close for a star. It's like your friendly neighbor who always waves at you, except it's a giant ball of fire. Sometimes it gets dimmer, but don't worry, it's just playing hide and seek. Its brightness usually ranks it among the top 10 brightest stars in the night sky. You can find it easily even if you're surrounded by street lamps and neon signs. You see, Betelgeuse is not only big and bright, but also old and dying. It's nearing the end of its life cycle, and one day it will run out of fuel and go supernova. That means it will explode in a spectacular display of light and energy, outshining the entire galaxy for a brief moment. When that happens, it will be visible from Earth even during the day, and it'll be the most amazing thing you'll ever see. Well, maybe not the most amazing thing, but definitely in the top 10. But don't worry, Betelgeuse is not going to explode next week. At least we don't think so. It could happen anytime in the next 1,000,000 years, which is a pretty wide window, if you ask me. But what is going to happen next week is something else. Something very rare and very cool. Actually, by the time you watch this video, it will have already happened. But are you ready for it? Here it comes. Betelgeuse is going to disappear. I bet you didn't see that coming, right? It's like I never mentioned it in the first 30 seconds, so act surprised, guys. How is that possible? Well, it's not really going to disappear, but it will look like it does. On Monday night, December 11, an asteroid called 319 Leona will pass directly in front of Betelgeuse, blocking its light from reaching Earth. This is called an occultation, and it's similar to what happens during a solar or lunar eclipse, but with a star and an asteroid instead of the sun and the moon. Now, occultations are not uncommon, but this one is special for 2 reasons. First, because Betelgeuse is such a big and bright star, and second, because the asteroid 319 Leona is not just any asteroid. It's a weird-shaped asteroid, with a long and narrow profile, like a cigar or a banana. Seriously, who ordered that? And because of this funky shape, it will create a stunning effect when it crosses in front of Betelgeuse. It will create a ring of fire. You heard that right, a ring of fire. As the asteroid moves across the star, it will create a thin ring of light around its edges, like a halo or a donut. This ring of fire will be visible for about 12 seconds, and it will be a sight to behold. It will be like seeing a mini eclipse, but with a star instead of the sun. Now, don't go anywhere, there's more to this show. This occultation is not just a cosmic spectacle, but also a rare opportunity for science. Astronomers are itching to use this time to study Betelgeuse's surface, which is normally too dazzling to see. By covering the star's core, the asteroid will allow them to probe the star's outer zone, which is where the fun stuff happens. Stuff like convection cells, which are the highway for gas movement on the star. These cells are the reason for Betelgeuse's changing brightness and dimming, and they might also tell us something about how planetary systems are made. That's right, planetary systems like our own solar system. You see, Betelgeuse is not just a star, it's also a potential landlord. It might have some planets as tenants, or maybe it used to have some before they moved out or got evicted. And by peeking at the star's surface, we might learn more about these planets and what they were like. Maybe they were rocky, like Earth, or maybe they were gaseous, like Jupiter. Maybe they were cozy, or maybe they were nasty. Maybe they had some alien neighbors, or maybe they were lonely and sad. There are so many possibilities, and the occultation might help us figure them out. As you can see, Betelgeuse is a star that might have some secrets hidden in its surface. It's also a star that has inspired many cultures and mythologies. It's part of Orion, the brave hunter who fought monsters and gods in Greek myths, and it shines brightly in the sky for everyone to see. Many cultures have been fascinated by this star and have created their own legends and beliefs about it. For example, in ancient Egypt, Betelgeuse was linked to the god Osiris, who was killed and resurrected by his wife Isis. The star's dimming and brightening was seen as a sign of Osiris's death and rebirth, and also of the Nile flooding that brought life to the land. In ancient Mesopotamia, Betelgeuse was associated with the god Nergal, who ruled over the underworld and war. The star's red color was a symbol of Nergal's fiery power and nature, and also of the bloodshed and destruction he caused. In New Zealand, Betelgeuse was recognized as the celestial ancestor of the Maori people, who called it Rehua. The star was revered as a healer and a giver of life, and also as a judge of the dead. The star's variability was seen as a reflection of Rehua's mood and influence. Speaking of stars, do you know who else is a star? You are, and you deserve to watch the best videos on the internet. And you're in the right place, because we've reached the moment where I usually recommend some of our awesome videos to watch next. But to be honest, I don't want to do that because every single video on this channel is a masterpiece. So I think you should just explore them all. But if you need a little guidance, I have a very special video to suggest to you. It's about Mars, the planet that will surprise you and make you question everything. Well, maybe not everything, but trust me, you won't regret it. Just click here. And if you enjoyed this video, please show some love by smashing the like button, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to our channel with the bell icon. Trust me, it's not rocket science, but it really makes a huge difference for us. Thanks for watching, see you soon with more amazing space videos.